Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow-melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Well, we'd like to start today off with some excellence in broadcasting. Let's do that, huh? All right. Excellence in broadcasting goes to CNN's Anna Stewart, who was reporting from a turkey farm in Essex, England. And at this farm, of course, since it's a turkey farm, she's surrounded by turkeys.
I would have taken that assignment any day of the week. Like, Steve, we need you to go on the field again. It's at a turkey farm. There.
I'm in.
Yeah,
it sounds like a disaster already waiting to happen.
It really
Oh, you're
is.
in for the chaos then.
Yeah, she's, and you can go to the BJ Mix page of KISW.com to check this out.
God.
She is surrounded, like she's just in a pool of turkeys, really, even though they're not in the pool.
She kind of looks like a cult leader of turkeys.
Yeah.
Especially
call.
because she's wearing red.
Right, it matches, like the thingy.
Yeah.
What's
Queen Turkey.
Oh, I wonder if she intentionally did that, because you're right. She is fashionably correct with those turkeys.
What's that thing called, the neck thing? The gobble gobble?
The gobble gobble?
I believe it is. The technical term is the gobble gobble.
That's what I call it.
Is it the waddle? I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's the waddle.
There you go. I wasn't too far off.
I
The
know that
waddle.
from-
The waddle.
That's it.
Yeah, but she matches with the shirt.
I wonder if the producer brought that along and was just like, hey, throw this on.
Because her jacket matches the fur.
Yeah.
And then she has her feathers, the waddles.
Well, you know what? We really are animal experts here.
But she has the jacket on, and then it's open just enough to give a little bit of that red stripe, like the waddle.
Yeah, it's enough.
This is amazing, dude. This visual is just fantastic.
Anna, you've opened your jacket enough for us to see your waddle.
That's an HR issue right there.
Yeah, sorry about that. So of course, she's doing the report, and then one of the turkeys, apparently really liking her outfit, liking how she's looking, decided to give her a nip on her backside. And of course, she's like, whoa, she squeals because that's a surprise.
They're all nipping at her, like someone nipping at her jacket. This is just a very weird thing to watch.
What did you taste like?
They're like, Mom.
And of course, she squeals and like, hey, what? And all the turkeys then started gobbling together, almost as if they were laughing at her.
A shortage of poultry.
No.
That one really hurt. You really got my arm.
They think there is her
Yeah,
mom.
they did that on purpose.
Oh, my gosh.
And then she claps, and they all, like, perk up.
Yeah.
She's the leader of the turkeys.
She's the
She
alpha.
is. Yeah, she's the alpha turkey.
With the tasty hiney.
Yeah.
Tasty.
I like that. Oh, they really got me off.
Oh my gosh, this would be my profile picture on all social media if I was just standing there and I'm just surrounded by turkeys and I match.
Yeah.
Don't know why she was doing this story. Are we getting ready for Thanksgiving? Even though, she's in England, I'm not sure what the turkey situation,
There's
why that had to be
apparently
news.
labor shortages, which might be poultry, turkey shortages.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
all
of
right.
course. Oh, I thought they were actually putting the turkeys to work. They're like, we can't find anyone to work, so.
Come on, turkey, do some work.
We found the leader of the turkeys, and she happens to work for us here at CNN.
Are the turkeys behind the labor shortages? Because then none of the turkeys, of course, will have to be sacrificed. Maybe that's their whole thing. That's why they're excited. It's like, you won't get me for Thanksgiving. Ha ha.
Did she say that they clipped her ass or arse?
Well, that's how they say arse. They say arse in England. Yeah,
I just like that she used that term.
Yeah. That's how they say ass in England.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just another reason to love England. There you go.
Or turkeys. Hey, I just can't get over the visual, man. She looks so good. I mean, she looks so good in a pool of turkeys. What was that? What was that movie Willow, where the guy was like the leader of the rats?
Oh, right. Yes.
Like this could be a different. This could be like
Ben. I think you're thinking of Ben.
Oh. The hell is Willow?
Willow was
Willard.
Val Kilmer.
Willard.
Okay.
Yeah. Ben was the story.
Willow. I was like, no, that's a high fantasy movie.
It's Monday.
Yeah. Ben was the sequel. Willard was the original.
Willard.
Yeah.
Yes. It's kind of like that, but instead it's Allison, and she's like the leader of the turkey.
You and I are the only ones that know Willard at all.
Yeah.
Didn't they remake it? With,
Yes.
with the creepy guy.
Well, Crispin Glover, was he the...
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I guess they must have, because I knew Crispin was the star.
They did. Remade it in 2003 with Crispin Glover.
And the original was in 1971.
Yeah, get with it, people.
I'm sure nobody got with either. I don't think anybody got with the Crispin Glover one.
I did just because he's creepy.
Yeah. I mean, he's the perfect guy for it, but none of us apparently saw it.
No. I knew it existed. That's as far as I know.
But you know what a lot of us saw, and that was the first ever home game at Climate Pledge Arena. Some of us lucky enough to be there in person.
Damn straight.
And his name was Steve. What were some of the highlights? Oh, well, Steve's going to tell you all about the first home game ever in Seattle hockey history. Kraken style, that is. Steve will tell you all about it. He's got the Mix Report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day?
Nope.
Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys. Thanks to Kia Pure for giving us the Migs Report. And today is a day for, Danny enjoys pizza. I don't know if he enjoys making it, but today is World Pizza Maker Day.
Oh, that's a Joey thing. Joey loves making pizza.
Hey, happy World Pizza Makers Day, Joey. Where's our pizza?
Yeah,
Right,
Joe.
where is it?
One day. You have one day in the entire year, and you failed us.
You know, we should go to Mod because they make the pizza for you.
And you kind of make it with them.
Yeah, and you celebrate them.
I'm in.
Yeah, I got always a good reason to go to Mod is a reason.
Or as my daughter would call it, Mod Pipa.
Yeah.
So
Mod Pipa. It's a Pipa. Oh.
Although, dude, we get it so much, it's kind of creating like this weird, trigger for her when I come home because she calls food snacks. So whenever you hear me coming in through the garage door, she just thinks I'm coming in with food because I'm the one that goes to get the takeout. So all of a sudden my wife will say, like, as I'm opening up the door and she hears it open, she starts going, snacks, snacks. And I'm just like, and I show up with nothing and I'm just a disappointment.
Oh, yeah. Aww. Yeah, that's...
It's also National Greasy Foods Day. So if not pizza, enjoy some greasy food like a burger.
Yeah.
All right. So Saturday, the Seattle Kraken.
Something happened on Saturday?
Yes. They played their first ever game at Climate Pledge Arena, and I was fortunate enough to get to go cover it as a member of media, which was a surreal and fun experience. And shout out to the Kraken, everyone behind the scenes. They could not be more awesome and just helpful for everybody that was there. Because, it was like a lot of learning curves going on because it's a brand new arena. They fresh off of a big show with Coldplay that performed, which I don't think anyone was prepared for the amount of confetti that Coldplay has at a concert because there's still confetti at the arena. Like, they did their best to try and clean it up in time, but it was just, I guess, a disaster when it came to Coldplay and their confetti cannons.
Wow. Oh, boy.
But anyways, get down there to Climate Pledge. It's rocking, dude. Like, it is so surreal to go to a professional hockey game in our city and see everybody. I mean, it was almost a sea of blue. There's so many people rocking those Kraken home jerseys.
Nice.
A lot of Tanev jerseys, a lot of number 32 jerseys, which was cool because if you were watching the game on television or on streaming, or obviously a lot of people had issues trying to find it, but it was on CBC and it was up there on ESPN+. I thought it was very cool that they started the ceremonies off by retiring the number 32.
Yeah, that was surprising and really cool because it's it's a nice shout out to the fans in a way. That's how I look at 32 now, being the hockey equivalent of 12.
I like it because then there's a universal number that the fans can wear, no different than, like you said, like the number 12 that they can rock and not have to worry that it's sharing that number with a player. You know what I mean? Because some people get weird about that. They're like, I don't want to have a number that a player has because then I have to get the player's name on there, and some people don't want that. So you now know at least you could get the 32 with whatever nameplate you want on there. And there was a lot of creative ones. You had your crackheads, your Release the Kraken nameplates, and just a lot of fun ones. It's Kraken time, or What's Kraken. I saw that as well. It was good stuff. Although I think the highlight was at some point I was with my buddy Munson, who had a couple drinks, and we're hanging out. And there's a lounge called the Space Needle Lounge, which was really nice. It was kind of set up behind where Ann Wilson did the national anthem, where you saw that big S behind her. Which, by the way, how great was that national anthem?
Yeah,
she crushed it, man. It was just.
She's almost like a professional.
She knows how to sing, I guess. So we're in the Space Needle Lounge after the game, and there's a guy rocking a number 69 jersey. And so, he's right by us, and one's like, sweet 69 jersey. And I'm like, that's nice. And the guy kind of gives us a nod, like, cool guys. I'm like, doesn't he not think it's as funny as we think it is? He's wearing number 69.
Yeah.
He walks away, and I see the name Ott on the back. It's Tyler Ott from the Seattle Seahawks. That's why.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
It was great. There's a lot of Seahawks there. DJ Dallas was there. I saw him. Russell Wilson, of course, and Sierra, they were there. Yeah. And then DK Metcalf and Bobby Wagner, they went up on the big podium where Ann Wilson sang to rally the fans and have some fun with that. That was cool. Tyler Ott, like I mentioned, the Seahawks.
That's cool.
Sue Bird from the Storm was there. Rumor has it Dave Grohl was hanging out watching the game as well. I didn't see him, but I think he was in the owner's suite, if that's true, as was Macklemore. So the stars were shining inside the Climate Pledge Arena, BJ.
Nice.
The game, of course. Man, the team is... If they could just play a full 60 minutes, it would be a different story. They played great for the first 50-something minutes of that game, and it just kind of fell apart at the end. But as Mark Giordano, their captain, said, there's still 76 games. Don't give up on us just yet. I know a lot of people on Facebook are losing their minds. Pump the brakes. It's going to be okay. Once this team gets that all dialed in, I think we're going to have a really solid team to watch. And they obviously have a very good fan base to play in front of. That place was loud. It was deafening at times, BJ.
Wow. Yeah, see, that's the good news. I know. That was the shocker, Steve. I really thought, man, it's a Cinderella story.
It was feeling that way. Up 2-1. Things are looking good. Up 1-0 for a while. Then up 2-1. That first goal by Dunn was awesome. With just, how about this? Talk about crazy things with numbers. Scores with 3.2 seconds left in the first period.
Ooh, wait a second. That's a number thing.
They made it a point to talk about 32,000 people stepped up for a pre-sale on the season tickets. Yeah. It was a really cool moment when Todd Leiweke went out there and talked to the fans. I think a lot of people were complaining about the pre-show. It wasn't what we all hoped and expected. We didn't see any crazy animation on the ice. We didn't see any giant production like you see in Vegas. And I too was like, kind of surprised by that. I had the cell phone out because I was hoping to share that with everyone. I still put the pre-show on KSW's Facebook page because there were some cool moments, and they used Aaron Jones's music, Boys in the Puget Sound, to pump up the crowd.
That was cool.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't what we hoped, and a few people were talking about it on social media. And Tim Lywicki, part of the ownership group, he made it a point to say, "Hey, be patient. It's coming. First night has to be about history." So I have a feeling that we're going to see an evolution of the pre-show as the season goes on.
Oh, that's interesting. So that was intentional, just to make it more of a historic. You know what? In a way, I think if you're an old school hockey fan, all right, you're like, thank you for respecting it rather than making it a spectacle.
Yeah.
And then have your spectacle later. I can actually see the logic in that.
I mean, I would have loved it, obviously. It didn't take away from my experience. I've still had an incredible time at the game. It would have been awesome to see all the craziness going on. But if they're going to eventually work up to something like that, that's cool. I'm going to be going back again, so I'm not going to complain.
I'm glad Tim said something, because I thought those dudes who they hired from Vegas, man, did they pocket a lot of money and not really do a whole lot.
Or I was like, did they not get the memo? Like, why'd you bring these guys on? You know that they're capable of this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they're like, so wait, it's sort of like, you hire the guy to give you all the fancy lights, and you go, what do you want to do? Just make it white. But these lights can do everything on your house, like they can design. No, I just want a white light. Okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping that eventually we'll have some more crazy stuff. I'd imagine we will, but and then no mascot. I was very sad about that.
Yeah,
so maybe that was part of the. Maybe they're waiting to do the history stuff, and then the mascot comes later.
You know what? That does fall in line with Tim's logic.
It does. So maybe that was a collective, like, hey, we want to just keep it kind of pure, and then we'll bring in like the glitziness later on.
All right. You know what? And hey, look, how about if you're like the Game 2, Game 3 people going, all right then.
Another person, a couple of Sonics were there as well. Gary Payton was there, and Sean Kemp. You saw him a bunch because he has tickets on the ice. He sits right behind the goal. Almost to the point where we were joking, like, is he the goal judge? Like, he's right in that spot. The crazy part
interesting
is,
spot.
It was surreal because I went and met up with my buddy Munson, who has season tickets. His seats are 2 rows behind Sean Kemp, right behind the goal. It was, and Sean was hanging out with all the fans, taking pictures. Couldn't be a nicer guy.
That's awesome, too. It really is awesome to see this support.
Yes, 100%. It was very cool. A lot of people were texting about the food. I did try Shaq's Big Chicken.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
As a true journalist.
Is that a separate report? Is that a whole, like, another segment, or can you tell us a little bit?
Well, that's why they brought me. I mean, that's why I think they said, they want Steve there to not talk about the game, but to talk about the food.
Ah, that's it. Yeah.
And it was nice, like in the media room beforehand, they were serving the Kraken sausage, which was good.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool. Of course, I had one of those. But then I have had to try Shaq's. And it's cool, dude. You go there, you just grab the food, and you check out yourself. You scan it, and you pay it, and you're out.
Oh, wow.
You don't have to wait in line, or anything. At least in the spot where I went, there was no line. And I tried the Kraken, which is the chicken sandwich that they made specifically for Kraken games. It has blue cheese. It has hot sauce on it. It has ranch, I think. And it has an amazing amount of deliciousness because it was one of the best chicken sandwiches I've ever had.
Whoa.
So jealous.
Now Danny's going to have to go do it, and Rev's going to have to go do it.
Oh, yeah. 1,000% recommend if you go. It's, I mean, you might want to start saving your quarters now because it was like $17 for it, but it was worth it.
Whoa!
I mean, dude, everything's overpriced. You just have to accept that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that.
But it was awesome. It was really, really good.
All right.
Fries were pretty good, too.
So we're going to Krakenland, Disneyland, Krakenland? Is that
Shaq's Big Chicken. Get the Kraken sandwich. I didn't get to go into their team shop because the lair, as they call it, the line was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know what? I'll just go another time. I don't feel like waiting in line. It was just, obviously people wanted to get like whatever inaugural stuff they had. Some people were wondering if there was any giveaways. They put on every seat, a rally towel. And
really?
So they're right here, inaugural game.
Oh, that's pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. The only problem is on television, I don't think you guys could see it because it's dark blue.
Yeah.
It would probably have made more sense to go with maybe that ice blue or that bright blue.
Oh, yeah.
That way it would have been more noticeable. But the funny part, and I don't think this translated on television, but I mean, I know you got to make it have a nice tie. This might be my only complaint of the entire game.
Oh, really? What
it's the name of the towels. So they have this whole spiel. They're like, we want to call them rally towels. And what do you guys think? And everyone's like, whatever. The fans. So it's like, this is before the game.
Yeah.
And they're two MCs. And then the next person's like, what if we call them the terrible towels? And of course, that doesn't go over well because I know that they're joking because that's the Steelers' iconic towels are called that. But Seattle fans do not like the Steelers for them.
No.
So that doesn't go over very well. And they're like, I got it. And it's obvious that they had this all hammed up and planned out. We'll call them the Flannel Fury. but they're not flannel. No, they're like a microfiber fabric.
Wow.
And it's just like, I know flannel doesn't mean that it has a plaid look to it, but that's what people know flannel to be.
Right, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, it's not plaid, man.
In England, I think flannel means like a small towel.
Yeah.
So I know that's what the British call small towels.
Ah, so we're fancy.
Well, I get the Northwest connection because, you know, I mean,
get what they're trying to do.
I understand that, but if you're going to do that, make them look flannel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's a flannel fury, DJ. I'm furious.
Okay, you're furious with the flannel. Okay.
Hey, at least you know how to use it.
Hey, that's my biggest complaint. I think they're doing okay.
Yeah. I think Vicky's right. I wonder if they decided, well, we'll do that's what the British call them, and it's like, yeah, okay. How many Brits do we have living here? Do we have a lot?
The goal song when they scored was Nirvana's Lithium. They just go straight to the part where Kurt's yelling, "Yeah," which was cool.
Oh, that's cool.
And I do love they actually it was a no-brainer. You have to do this. If you don't, you're kind of failing when it comes to musical selection. When someone on the Canucks got a penalty, they played "Man in the Box" for the going to the penalty.
Oh yeah,
so that was funny.
Yeah,
and then they played like kind of sad Seattle-based music when the Canucks scored, like with "Wind Cries Mary" by Jimmy, and then "Yellow Ledbetter," I think it was, by Pearl Jam. So it's like kind of like sad kind of music going on.
Yeah. I do like that. I mean, that doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, a lot of Seattle love, obviously, when it comes to the music. But it was a great time. Next game tomorrow night, they're going to be playing the Montreal Canadiens over at Climate Pledge Arena.
Okay, come on, we got to get this done.
In the other world of sports, with the Seattle Sounders, they lost on Saturday to Sporting KC. I think everyone's talking, though, about there was a moment, and Danny, I know you saw it, I saw it as well, where the goalie for Sporting KC, Tim Malia, he just took one of the guys on the Sounders and straight up slammed him to the ground and only got, a yellow card for it?
Yeah.
It was to the point where The Rock from the WWE, former great wrestler, even made a mention saying that's called delivering a devastating rock bottom, because it looked like The Rock's signature move, the rock bottom to Uranagi. Like, he full on gave him that move. And he's like, I assume a player in green got up and fought his ass off unless he got his bell rung. I also assume there was a card delivered in the red color palette. But no, it was a yellow color palette.
Just let him keep playing. And
that pissed off a lot of people.
How does that happen?
We ended up losing. It was great.
Yeah.
BJ, you know the agony of defeat as well.
Oh, well, it's been a long time. You don't have to report this.
Yeah, why you gotta bring up old stuff?
Well, it's going to set up the World Series is happening. Houston, who beat Boston 4-2 in their series, is taking on Atlanta, who beat LA 4-2 in that series.
Yeah.
So you got Atlanta taking on the Houston Astros. Game 1 is tomorrow. But tonight, Rev, you must be excited because, as one texter said, today, it's a Blue Monday.
Yeah.
And you love more orgy.
Yeah, I'm going to be playing some orgy today.
Monday Night Football.
Dun, 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 dun.
Seahawks taking on the Saints over at Lumen Field. Should be a fun one.
And we got some good news yesterday, didn't we?
What's the good news?
That Russell's pin is coming out. Oh, you didn't hear that? Yeah. So I saw it tweeted all over the place that it looks like he's going to come back week 10 because he's getting his pin removed either this week or today or whatever. I mean, he's like Superman. So there people are going, can you believe it? He's getting the pin taken out of his finger, which does put him on track to come back week 10.
You know what it is?
Game 10.
Wow. He was at the Kraken game. It's the healing power of the flannel fury.
That's what did it.
The fury flannel, whatever the hell you call it.
That's what did it.
He just wiped it on his finger and it removed all the pain.
Whoa. Can you believe that guy, though? Seriously.
Actually, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, everybody was like, he's not going to be back. Believe me, he's not going to be back for the Packers game. And now all of a sudden, here we go again. I don't know how effective he's going to be, but, I mean, it's just nuts. He's just, him. He's like, I will not let this season down.
Oh, I love this text. Damn it, Steve, what shape is the pretzel? I did get a pretzel also at Climate Pledge Arena.
How'd they do with that?
They made it in the shape of a pretzel.
Oh. Wow.
I feel like I'm available if they need some advice on how to make this game time experience even better. But.
Well, maybe, let's be honest. I mean, it was down to the wire to get this arena opened on time, it seems.
Dude.
So, maybe all this other stuff that they want to do, including your Space Needle or, S-shaped pretzel is also on the way.
Dude, you talk about down to the wire. I mean, they were legit, pretty much working right up until game time. It's with everything that was going on, obviously the world was shut down during trying to build this, and they had to speed everything up. They had a deadline. The Coldplay show went over really well. Shout out to Coldplay for covering Pearl Jam during their set, which I thought was cool.
Nice.
They made it happen. Obviously, there's a couple little things that you see on social media people complaining about, and that's understandable. But I think these are things that are going to be fixed as the season goes on. And as far as the team, We still got 76 games, Rev. Don't give up hope just yet.
I'm not giving up. I'm just mad at the end of every game.
Dude, I know. I'm with you.
Then I get over it, and then we're fine. Luckily, I was able to watch the game with some friends at a pumpkin carving on Saturday, so at least I was able to wallow with others.
He didn't throw the pumpkin off of my balcony. Which
I wanted to, but then it wasn't my house.
Rev, did you actually make a butt crack pumpkin?
That one wasn't mine. That was somebody else.
Okay.
But I really, really respected that pumpkin, so I had to take a picture and tweet about it.
I was like, that is the Kraken pumpkin that he made, a butt Kraken.
Pretty good idea.
Someone want to know, BJ, did you pay for my parking on Saturday at LMAO? There's a few people that was like, did BJ pay for your parking? I forgot we joked about that.
Yeah.
Dude, people complain about parking. I found street parking 4 blocks away. I paid $1.70 for my parking.
Wow, congratulations.
And there were a bunch of open spots on Western. I got real lucky.
Yeah, I guess you did.
I think it was just maybe good timing, and maybe it was a Saturday, and I got down early enough, but to pay what I had to pay, it was $1.70.
Maybe everybody used the mass transit that they want you to. Taking the bus to Westlake and taking the light rail to Westlake, and then from there getting on the monorail. Maybe a lot of people did that, and that gave you the opportunity to get good parking.
And traffic wasn't all that horrible, so you might be right. I mean, it wasn't like great, but it was way better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
As far as weather, 57 degrees, going to rain today, so have fun at the Seahawks game if you're going. That's the Mix Report, and that's what's up.
Oh, dude, we're in a bomb cyclone, Steve. What are you talking about?
Yeah, windstorms everywhere. We had our power flicker a little bit, but it didn't get too bad.
100,000 people yesterday lost their power.
I meant to take a picture of my gnome that was knocked over, and I was going to say we survived the rainstorm again.
A lot of people have been pissed.
That gnome's been knocked over twice this season.
Yeah, well,
super glued or something.
If I was sitting without power and you tweeted that, I might come down and take your gnome and toss it onto the freeway.
That would have been great.
Because, I mean, a lot of people were without power.
That would be great if I'm like, I get outside, I'm like, where's my gnome? And there's a note that just says, F you and your gnome.
Yeah.
I have no power.
It may or may not be me, but if I have no power, I'm going to have time in my hands, Steve. Maybe it'll be a quick drive to Puyallup to take finally doing that gnome.
I'd be devastated, but I'd also understand that I probably deserved that.
Yeah. On Friday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
What was the name of the blue whale that swallowed Pinocchio and his father?
Narwhal?
No.
Jenna Jameson.
No.
Sorry.
Wow.
Jaws.
No.
Jaws the whale. Not a bad,
I mean, at least it's a fish.
The correct answer we're looking for is Monstro. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast is brought to you by bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, who's ready to answer your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, is it true that if you filed for bankruptcy once, you can't file again?
Even if you filed bankruptcy before, you can almost certainly file bankruptcy again. Different types of bankruptcies have different time limits between filings. In Chapter 7, full bankruptcy, you can only file Chapter 7 once every 8 years. However, you can almost always file a Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 cases can be filed immediately following a Chapter 7. They can be filed immediately following a prior Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 is a reorganization plan, so there will be some type of monthly payment, but it's based on your budget and your ability to afford that payment. So Chapter 13 is an option in almost all cases, even with a prior bankruptcy filing.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.